Okay, so welcome to this quick email marketing course that you paid for when you saw the Instagram ad from me. So I'll not waste any of your time and let's just dive into this quick course. So now I'll be using Hostinger to show you everything from buying your domain to your email and setting up all those things, and I'll be using brevo.com as an email marketing tool. Okay, so the reason I'm using brevo.com as an email marketing tool is because they have a free plan that you can use, unlimited free plan that you can use how much ever you want, and you can practice the email. And if you go with other platforms, they either give you a free 30-day trial and then after that you'll have to pay, or they just trade in, they give you a price tag that you will have to pay. I'm sure you don't want to pay that. Okay, so let's just dive into Hostinger. So if you are not aware of how this concept of hosting website and email works, I'll just explain you very quickly and very easily. It's very simple. Just imagine a shop that you want to open. Okay, so the shop is this website you want to open. Now you need to rent a space, rent a land, or buy a land. So that renting or buying is called hosting. So you will have to buy a server, so that's a land on the internet, so you need to buy a hosting. Now I'll just show you, after I've explained all this, I'll just show you how you can do that. You don't need to go to YouTube and watch a ton of videos and get confused. I'll just explain all things in this video for you. And then you'll need to register your company, your shop, into the government, so you are legally working into the country. And for that you will need a name, so that name is your domain name, that's www.xyz.com, and then email you all know. Okay, so now let's just go to the Hostinger. Okay, now you can create a new account here firstly, and then you can just log in. And before you do that, if you cannot, you'll need to buy a hosting. First I need to choose a hosting plan, so I'll go to hosting and can go to web hosting, and then you can just go for the cheapest plan that you can see, the single WordPress hosting. You can add to cart, you can just buy it. It will ask you to register. You can just choose it for maybe 12 months, and you can do the payment and you can create this. So after you paid, you have got this email and password. Then you use this email and password to log in on the hostinger.in website. You can just log in right here, and then you will get this very beautiful dashboard which will make you very confused. The hosting you have bought will be in the hosting section, which you can see the WordPress starter hosting. You can add a website or remove a website or migrate a website. So to create a website or to add a website, you will first need to buy a domain name that I showed you. You will need to buy a website name, a shop name. So you will go to the domain section, you will get a new domain. You will click on, you'll just type any domain, maybe like you got sonuchaiwala.com. You just hit search. As you can see, this the cost of .com domain, basically the .com is very famous, so this increases your credibility, so it's usually very costly, and the .in is less costly, and all these below .com and .in, these are not much preferred, except for .net and .io. So you will usually find this very cheap. And if you don't fall into this trap of this cheap domain names, because if you buy these domain names, you'll just notice right below, these domain names are extremely costly after the first year renewal. So for the first year, they're just giving you for absolutely, like, literally free. This is just literally, you can just say literally free. So for the next year they'll charge you. Just make sure you keep in mind that point. Okay, now if you got the domain, you can just buy the domain. It's very easy, you can just do the payment. Now you will have to set up the domain and the domain and the hosting. So you go to hosting, Okay, no thanks. You go click on three dots, you create a website, add a new website, then you choose WordPress. Okay, so basically if you choose hosting, they have very easy drag and drop builder, but it's less customizable. So if you're not a professional, you just want to do just practice and all those things, you can just go to hosting website builder, but you will have a lot of less features. For now I'll be explaining you for WordPress because it's generally preferred. So I'll create select WordPress, I'll type in the website. You will get an option to type the password and the administrator email. You can just use this to, you can just choose a theme, random theme. I will just skip it for you. You can choose the domain that you have. So I have 3 domains, I bought the 3 domains. I can use this domain, hit next, choose the location, I'll choose this. Now it will just install the WordPress. Okay, so we have got this WordPress tree dashboard. So here you can get to your WordPress admin panel, and then you can do all those things, and you have got this all this confusing sections so you don't need to worry about this. You can see your hosting plan details, all those things, so you just don't need to worry about that. Okay, so basically if you buy this domain, you might have noticed, I'll just show it to you. Cheapest one, you get a free email, as you can see, 1 email account, and you can add a 1 website. So I have upgraded my uh, this website, sorry, this hosting, so I can add more than 1 website. So for you, you will just able to add 1 website. Okay, so now after that, yeah, here we go. So once you've got to this dashboard, you can just go on admin panel and just let it load, and then you'll be redirected to WordPress admin area. So here you can change everything. So first thing I would recommend you to do is to add a new plugin, just like what I am doing. Just click here and you'll get to this page. Click search Elementor, Elementor, let it load, and then click on install this Elementor. There are a lot of Elementor copy or Elementor extensions. You just need to make sure it's from elementor.com, and you need to click on install. It will firstly install. It might take some time based on your internet connection, but it will install. Elementor website builder will help you design your website, because the stock website builder, you need to click activate. The stock WordPress builder, it's very outdated and there's a lot of less features. So the Elementor builder lets you add a lot of elements into your website. Okay, so now it's active. If you go to plugins, and to see, we've got the Elementor active, so we have got this option to deactivate. So we'll not deactivate this, and don't touch this hostinger plugin, because this is connecting your WordPress to your hosting platform. Now you need to go to pages. So basically we have got we will have to set up the page, and if you go to pages and all pages, you will get this demo page. So you can add a new page by clicking here, and you can just cancel it. You can just write the title, and now instead of clicking publish, this is the WordPress builder. So but we have installed the Elementor website builder, so we can click on edit with Elementor. So it will automatically take us from WordPress builder to Elementor builder. See, now we can close this, and now we are into Elementor website builder. So you can add a lot of these elements. Is our drag and drop, so it's very convenient for you. So for the structure, you can choose however you want. So for now we can choose this structure, and basically we'll be injecting the email opt-in form here. So we'll get into this later on in the video. Now if we get back to the website, sorry, hostinger, now we have got the website ready. So if we get to the hosting section, we can see we have websites. So the first website is my personal website, and the second website is that we have already currently that we had set up. Now we need to buy the email that will be connected to this website. Okay, now we need to get a new email plan. So you can just choose the cheapest one. Don't worry about this. You can choose the custom DKIM. But if you have bought all these things from the same platform, the DKIM, the DMARC and the SPF, all these will be automatically set up for you in the platform, so you will have no problem in setting up all these things. Okay, but in case if you have bought all these things in different platform, I'll just show you how you can set up the DKIM and SPF and DMARC. So you choose a plan, you do the payment, and then you get an option to choose the domain name that you want to connect. So you choose a domain name, and then you get your email ready, and then you will have to the option to customize this part of the email before the domain name. So you can change this mail at the rate, you can change this to maybe email or help or support or anything you want, so you will get the email. So here's a quick tip for you. If you don't want your emails to land in the spam folder, so basically no one wants that, so what you do is you go to search in Google Mail Meteor spam checker and go to Mail Meteor's official website. And what this website does is there are certain words, just like they're giving an example, which can trigger spam filter in Gmail and may make your email end up in the spam folder, and that's definitely not what you want. So for example, if I type in something, you can see the word buy, the word 50% off, these are all salesy emails, so that's why it's rating me for poor. And if I change it for course for good amount, maybe something like this, get, and this is also rating me for poor. I need to change the word get, maybe you can say acquire this course for good amount. So now it's giving me great, and you can see I'm saying the same thing but in different words. You can use ChatGPT for helping you with this, or you can use your own mind, that's much better. So that's a quick tip. Now you need to see the emails that you are getting, or if the email is actually working. So you can go to the webmail of Hostinger. So now here you can enter your password of the email. You will get an option to set up your password and password of the email, so you can save that, and you will need to enter the password here. You can see all those emails here that are getting in this email ID. So for now I'll just go back. Okay, now if you want to set up this email into your mobile device, I'll just play a screen recording in front of you right now. Okay, so here we have, so I recommend this tool that's called email. You can see the logo, and you can download it from Play Store. And here if you enter this, you need to click on add account, you need to go to others. Now you need to enter the email. So the email will be the email that you have bought right now. So for me it's mail @magnetic. It's very confusing. I'll just all other settings are pretty confusing. I'll just do it for you. magneticsmedia.in. Okay, so now I will have to enter the password. Okay, now if you come to the connect domain section, you will see your SPF, DKIM and all these things are already connected. So this is the advantage if you get all these things from the same platform, the email, the domain and the hosting. Now you can see all these things. Now if you haven't bought these things, the email, the hosting and the website from the same platform, which I highly recommend, but if you haven't in any case, then you need to set up the DKIM and SPF. That's highly recommended to do these things. So for the DKIM, Hostinger has their own blog. Explaining all this, but I'll teach you how to do this. So for the DKIM, you need to go to your emails, and then you need to go to manage any one of your email, and then you need to click on custom DKIM, and then I'll just delete it for you. Okay, now you need to click on generate. What this will do, it will give you a host name and a value. Now in a different window, you need to open your Hostinger, and then you need to go to your domains. Okay, so this is the domain of my email. I need to go to manage. I need to go to the DNS/name servers, and here I need to change, as you can see. Okay, I need to use a txt record in the DNS zone, which means I need to put the type to txt. This is the DNS record zone. I need to enter the txt value, which would be this value. As you can see, I need to copy this, I need to paste this, I need to write the name is this, I need to copy this, I need to paste this, and then after I hit add record, it will it's not validating me this for now, but this will work for you. And after this, you need to click on this checkbox, and then you need to click verify, and this will help you verify your DKIM record. If it's because this is in the same platform, it's already verified, that's why it's not verifying again. It's already connected, the DKIM is already set up, that's why it's not doing it for me again, as you can see. But this will work for you if both are not connected. DKIM is not connected in your, is not indicated in your email. So this is for the DKIM. Now for the DMARC, what you need to do is, they have the blog. You need to go to this website, which is as you can see, this website, and then you need to enter your website, the domain, then you need to click on check DMARC record, and then it will give you the details. And then just like before, you need to go to the domains, your domain, manage DNS name server, and then just like before, you need to make a txt type, and you need to enter this value just like before, the same process. And you need to enter the txt value just like before from here, and then the host name, copy and paste, and then you need to add the record. It will automatically add user record. And if there's any problem, I'm here for you. The Hostinger customer support is there for you. So if you face any problem in this, just contact me. Now if you come to connect apps and devices, so you have to connect the email to your mobile device. So you can see the IMAP, SMTP and POP. Now if you can see my mobile device, I have got this host name section, so I'll have to enter the IMAP. So the host name is imap.hostinger.com. so as you can see, I just typed it, and the password is not required, and the port is required. So the port is 993. Oh, I'm so sorry, there's been a mistake. The IMAP will be in the imap.example.com section, and the password is already entered. The port is 993, and now the smtp.example.com. so you need to enter this smtp.hostinger.com, as you can see in my computer screen, smtp.hostinger.com, and then you can change the port. So that's 465, and then if you hit login, it will just automatically login. And most of the time you will see some error into this, and just message me on WhatsApp. I'll just right away help you with this. And this is the way I've got all these emails, as you can see on my mobile device, in my mobile. So yeah, okay, so we have already set up our email, and I've already explained you how you can get the web mail, and you can set up the email on a mobile device as well. Okay, so now we have set up everything. Now we need to open a new account on brevo.com. so you can go to brevo.com and you can create a new account. You can just enter your email and password. And now here comes the main part. I'll just give you a brief overview how the software works. So you have got the contact section. So here we have got the list. So in the list, you can either import contacts. So you have got a list of email IDs that you want to send some emails. So you can import the contacts from here. You can, or either you can create a new contact, you can create a new list. So you can create an empty list, and then if you want to collect the emails using your website form, so you can go to forms, and then you can uh, create a new form. You will get a code, and then you can enter the code into this your website backend, and the code will be active. And whenever someone enters the email ID will be automatically injected into the list, and you will be able to see, just like mine. You can see some emails right here. So the emails will be injected into the list. Now if you want to send the emails to these email IDs manually, so you can go to campaigns and emails, and you can send the emails. But before sending the emails, you will need to set up the emails, the email content. So for that you will need to go to templates, and in the templates you will have to create a new template. You will have to write the emails, what emails that you want to send, and then you will set up that, and you can send those emails to the contact in the list. Now if you want to set up automations, so whenever someone enters the email in the website form, they receive emails automatically after some time, or specific emails, confirmation email, and all those things. You will have to go to the automation section, and then you can set up automations. And here you can set up the email templates, which emails you will use in this automation, into this emails template section. So here you will have to create a new email. So now I'm sure you are very confused with this and how all this works. And for all these extra features, I'll just tell you, these things are extra in many softwares, email marketing software, just for the sake of differentiating them from other platforms and stand out into the market and attract new customers. But these features will be different in each and every platform, so you don't need to worry about this. These are extra features. So whatever I'm telling you is the basic features which each and every platform will be having, just like get response, MailChimp, and this platform Brevo, and there are other millions of platforms but I cannot show you in each platform, but I can help you with whatever platform you want on WhatsApp. So you can just contact me on WhatsApp whenever problem you have. So let's just get into this. So now let's just start from the start. So now you will have to, first you need a list. So you go to list, you create a new list, you name it list number 1, and you select a folder, you create a list. Okay, so you have the list number 1, so you can click on it. Okay, here's the list. So we have got 0 contacts, so that's why it's showing. We can create a new contact, we can upload contacts right here, and there is no problem for that. And we can even import contacts if we have into Excel or Excel document or CSV. But if you don't have a list, which most likely you won't be having, so how you can collect the emails from your website? So for that you will need to create a form. Okay, now you go to the form section, and then you create a new subscription form. Now you put a name to the form, whatever name you like, you can just put it. I will just put name number 1 form. This will not be visible to any except you. You can just hit enter. Now here comes the good part. You can change the design. Maybe you can write something, and you can change the text. You can put bold, italic, underline. You cannot put any customization to individual words, but you can increase the size. You can change the text font, maybe Georgia, and you can even add numbers, numeric characters. You can just change the placement. And now you can go back, and here you have the build section. You can even add elements, you can delete elements, you can add images, and you can change the sizes, alignment. Now if you go back, you can add the recap, the checkbox. You can add some confirmation here. If you go back, you can add a captcha, I'm not a robot, and you can just play around with all of different these things. And if you go to form design, you can change the background color of the form, as you can see. So this is the main background. Now if you want to change the background of the form, so you can do it also. So you can see the container. So if you go to container, you change the background of the form. Here you go. It looks weird, but I hope you get the idea. And you can play around with all of these things. You can change the color of the main button, you can change the alignment, you can change the font italic, you can round the corners of the button. I'll just change the color for you so you get a better understanding. As you can see, the corners are rounded. Now they are less rounded. Okay, so I'll be boring you with all of these things, so I hope you get an idea. So I'll hit next and just ignore it. Now the list you have created, so the reason they're asking for a list is to get a place where they can save the emails which this form collects from the website. So we have got created this new list number 1. So I'll just select it, click next. Now here comes a little confusing part. So we have double confirmation email, we have simple confirmation email, and we have a no confirmation email option. Now if you go to double confirmation email option, here a confirmation email will be sent to the customer, whoever opts into the email, whoever enters the email, and there will be a double opt-in link, uh, and they need to opt in the second time, and then they will be added to the email. We have the list that we have created here, and we can just choose a template. We can send them to a custom uh, confirmation page that we can create on a WordPress, uh, and you can just play with this. Or we can send a simple confirmation email where they can just see that they have got where they can see that they have opted for this email, and they get a confirmation. Basically, they can also get a confirmation page after submitting the form, so you can transform them to a thank you page on the website, so they can see that they have got successfully opted into the email. Or you can just go for no confirmation email. Basically there will be just simple not message that will be shown that their email has been successfully captured into the form. Okay, so you can just do this, you can just click next, and these are all these form messages. So if you enter wrong details, if you successfully entered the details, this message will be shown to let the user know that their emails is successfully submitted, and this information will be displayed if they have got invalid user information. This is for the error message, and this is for if there's any field left empty. You can just customize it for your own needs. Now we have got the HTML code. You can just either go with the simple HTML or HTML. I just recommend HTML, which is click it, or you can just go for the right click, you can just click copy. Okay, now if we go back to our website, we go to this box icon, we search for HTML because that's what the code we have copied right now. You have to just click on this section, just paste it, and you can see the form right here. You can change the orientation. This form seems too long, so just because we have made it that way, and then you can click on publish, and we can see the page. Now I'll give you a live demo. I'll enter an email which is not correct, and I'll hit subscribe. So I'll see this message, the subscription could not be saved. Now if I add the correct format at gmail.com, I'll get a success message. And now if we go back to our Brevo, we can click next, done. To the list section, if we go back, we can see we have got one contact that if we go, we have the contact we have entered right now. So now we have got an email ID. So we have two options. The first option is we can go to campaigns and send them personal emails and manual emails. So we can go We can go to create contact and we can choose email, and then we can create a campaign name. We can put campaign 1. We can create a campaign, and now we need to select the sender, the email that we have associated with the account. We can select it, save. We can choose the recipient, so the recipient will be from the list, so we can choose the list. From the first folder we have the list number 1, and then we have got one recipient. We can hit save, and then we can hit add subjects. Now for the subject, you need to make sure you have injected some energy into this. For instance, if you have to tell the prospect about some marketing facts, so for a boring subject line it would be like 10 marketing facts 2024. Okay, this is a very boring subject line. Now this won't attract much of clicks. Now if you have to inject some energy into this, 10 shocking marketing facts that no marketer will tell you 2024 for the sense of freshness, hashtag 3 will blow you. Okay, so this is for a special purpose, just to increase the feeling to click. This is for the sense of freshness. This is as for the sense of assurance that we have specific number of data into this, and this is for to increase the emotion. And this is how you have to play for this. You can add even emojis. I would not recommend, because this encourages the Gmail's spam algorithm. You'll have to inject the preview text. The job of the preview text is to they will see the preview right here just before they open the email, so it needs to be following the same pattern. Now you will have to start the designing. Okay, so I'll recommend you to go with a basic simple design, because Gmail doesn't likes people who sell using emails. So using this type of emails might there are high chances that these type of templates will trigger the Gmail spam algorithm. So I would recommend you to go with this simple emails, and you can add all these elements. I would recommend you to add less and less of these, because the same thing, this triggers Gmail spam algorithm, and it will make Gmail send your emails to spam folder. So you can customize the email, and then you can save and quit right away. Okay, so here we are ready with the design, and now we can schedule it, and we can either send now, send later, or send at the best times. Okay, now here we have sent the emails manually. All right, now if we want to send the emails automatically, okay, so we need to create an automation. But before we create an automation, we need to create an email template. So we go to email template. So this is the second way of sending emails, which is automatic. So assume if any lead has entered the email into this email subscription box. Now you have got the email into your list that I showed you here, the list, and then you want your system to send them automatic emails, maybe after a few minutes, and couple of emails with some specific content. So first we need to set up the email design that we want to send. So what email content we want to send. So we get to the email template section. We create a new template. We create a template name. You can just write anything, template hashtag 01. Now here you can add the personalization, because here if you go, you can choose an attribute, first name, last name, and you can just insert. And the reason here it is red because we have not asked for the user's first name in the form. So if we have asked for the first name, because if they have not entered their first name, or we have not asked for their first name, the system will not be able to write their first name into the subject line. It's highly recommended to use the first name. It increases the likelihood of email being opened. So you enter the first, you add this customization, you add the subject line just like I showed you before. Add some feelings, emotions, urgency, sense of a fear of missing out. Okay, now we have, you can add the add of personalization in the preview text as well. And for the email, you can choose the email ID that you have set up, and this is the name, and you can just leave this, and you can just go to the next step. Here, as I told you, I recommend to go with a simple email, and you can add all these elements just like before, and you can save and quit. Now what will happen is, I'll just save and quit. Okay, so here we are ready with the template number 1, and now for the automation, we'll go to the automation section, and we have to create a new automation. Now what we are doing is, when someone opts into this email form that we have created on our website, enters the email, then the system automatically detects that, and it will send automatic emails to them that we have created. So for now we have created that email template #1, so we will select that email. So just have a look how this works. So we create an automation. We can create, I'll just do it for you again. You can create on automations, create an automation, and use the classic editor. You can just write any name, maybe automation #1, and don't need to do this, just create an automation. And now here we have a graphic, we can say easy to understand design. So you can add an entry point. So you need to add an entry point. So we have an entry point already set up for, that is this email form that we have created in Brevo. This is a contact submits a form. Okay, here we go. So they have detected this form. We have got the form which is called this form. Okay, so hit OK, and if someone enters any details into this form, we can send out, the system will detect that, and it will send automatic emails to them. Now we need to click plus, and we can set maybe a delay. So we can scroll down, we can add a delay, we can add maybe 1 minute delay, and then we can hit plus again. We can send maybe an email. And now here comes that part that we have created our email. So we can choose any of our email. If you don't see your email here that we have created earlier, you will need to create a new email. So the same process that I've told you, you need to create the new template name, subject line, and then next step, and save. So for any reason, any technical glitch, I'm not seeing my email, so I'll do that thing, and I'll just go to automations again to resume automation. Okay, this is my automation. I'll just go into this and I'll just edit it. Okay, so I can just choose, for not wasting any much of your time, I'll just choose a default email, or maybe you can just refresh the list. Okay, and whenever someone enters their email into the form, the system detects the form and then detects the email, and then it waits for 1 minute, and it sends this specific email that we have set just before this step in the email template section. So it will send, and then if you want, you can just add more things. You can add maybe wait until maybe contact submits a form, and then you can select any other form, and you can just go around and play with it. If I just go into each and every feature, you will be bored, and the video will be like whole day. So I hope you get an idea of how this works. If you get any doubt into this, into any part of this video, just you can contact me on WhatsApp or Instagram, and I'll instantly try to help you. Contact me, I'll help you in these things. Okay, so this is basically the whole course for you, and this is how you create a list, uh, you know send the emails using campaigns manually, or you can send the automations. You can install this type of forms, you can customize it. So I hope you like the course. If you have any doubt, once again I'm saying, just contact me and I'll help you immediately. Okay, I hope you like the course.